All right, much Abrew time, and looks like we'll do some mulliganing. We have 1/3 of our 18 lands in hand. All right, I guess this is sort of better if we can find Holy Experiment one. That's not the creature we're hoping for, but I don't think we can not. I mean, I don't think we not keep it. Forest for our opponent and Noble Hierarch. Well, we probably just got to kill that, unfortunately. So Windswept Teeth, crack it. Stomping Ground, untapped. Bolt the Hierarch, pass the turn. Next turn we can Cloudfin into Experiment one, I guess. Windswept Teeth for our opponent. More Noble Hierarchs. And passes. Well, play Misty, crack it. Grab a Breeding Pool. Play Cloudfin. Play Experiment one. Opponent in the tank about something. I have no idea. Alright. Resolve, so we will pass the turn. Opponent cracks Windswept Teeth. Temple Garden. Tapped. So probably some sort of Collected Company deck, I would guess. Courser of Crewfix. More Coursers on top. That's a lot of Coursers. Horizon Canopy for our opponent. Back up to 20. And passes. Oh, play Cloudfin. Play Nam Nam. Just keep playing the 1-drops. Get in for 1. Still, double Courser is a lot. Opponent. Alright, lets us attack. So we will get in for 1. And pass the turn. There's a land on top to go with those infinite Coursers. Yeah, Courser number 2. Ghost Quarter. Interesting choice to not play the land off the top. Actually, our opponent hitting our Breeding Pool would be bad for us since we only have 1 basic land. Wow. This is the downside of doing deck techs is opponents know our list card for card. And now we're in a heap of trouble. Well, Strangleroot is a reasonable draw. It would be even better if we still had our blue mana. Well, let's attack like this. Opponent takes a hit, down to 16. Maybe we can still aggro them out, we'll see. It's a lot of life gain from double Coursers. Eternal Witness, going to get back the Ghost Quarter, I presume. Ugh. Yeah, that is the ultra downside of deck tech decks. Because in the dark, I don't think you'd see people fire off a Ghost Quarter with 2 lands on the battlefield, but our opponent said, hey Seth, best of luck to start the game, so I'm assuming they watched the deck tech and know that this deck just only has 1 basic land. And now we're paying the price. I don't know about this attack from our opponent. This attack lets us block with Strangleroot and grow our Cloudfin Raptors. And also our Experiment one. Maybe our opponent has a path. That's definitely a possibility. What do we draw? Hopefully a fetch land. Well, Sanctum works. In theory, we can attack with everything. And hybridization? That might be too greedy. Well, play Sanctum. Yeah, let's attack with everything. I think we do just have to try to close out the game. Opponent blocks. And blocks. Well, let's Pongify Strangleroot. Get in for 9. Pass the turn. I mean, maybe we could just get there with our flyers. Opponent, fetch land. Fetch land's life gain. The life gain of these double Coursers is making things tough. There's the fetch land. Ramanamp Excavator can potentially come down to keep Ghost Quartering next turn. So we're going to run out of land super quick. Opponent draws Excavator. Ooze on top. I think our best draw is just Avatar the Resolute. Voice of Resurgence, okay. Opponent gets in with Courser. We will take 3. Opponent passes. Well, get in with our Flyers. Put our opponent to 5. Unfortunately, this life gain is making our life tough. Opponent shuffled right back into another Plains on top. Up to 6. Plays an ooze. Land, gains some life. Gonna gain some more life. Up to 9. Opponent goes attacking. Well, let's just block and regenerate. Opponent passes. We draw more lands. I don't know if we're going to get here through this life gain, honestly. Opponent gains a life. Opponent drops to 4. This life gain is ruining us. Playing Windswept Teeth, pass the turn. Opponent gains a life. Horizon Canopy, gains our opponent life. Horizon Canopy. Draws Excavator. Opponent goes attacking. Attacking. Well, block. Drop to 9. Opponent. Excavator. So how do we do this? I mean, obviously we can draw like a bold or something. So next turn, if we block, or block, take damage, Pongify, we take 6. So I guess we can crack our fetches to increase our chances of drawing the win, or at least something. We might be getting there. We get in for 6, so let's crack Wooded Foothills. We also have our Dryad Arbor that we can get as a blocker. So I think we just get Stomping Ground. Tapped. In case we draw a Bolt. Untap. Even more lands. Get in with our Cloudfins. Put our opponent to 1. Gains a life. Up to 8. Oh, we're still going to have to top deck because they have a Birds of Paradise to block on top. Play Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we can... I guess we can survive by blocking with the help of Dryad Arbor. And then hybridization, the Birds of Paradise. There's a Birds of Paradise. Opponent. Big attack. Well, crack Wooded Foothills. Get Dryad Arbor. Block. Drop to 1. So we're at 1. Opponent has a land. Up to 4. This still isn't going to get there, is it? Up to 5. So we got a top deck. Up to 6. We need Vapor Snag. We need Lightning Bolt. We need Avatar the Resolute. So we have outs. But we're running out of time. This has to be the turn. And it's Young Wolf. And that does it. We end up a point of damage short. Man, that was brutal. I don't even want to count how many points of damage we dealt that game, but it was a lot, but not enough. Our opponent found the right value creatures. So we Pongify this. Opponent can gain a life up to 8, and yeah, not good enough. Oh, man. How frustrating. Oh, we've done so much mulliganing, and our sideboard is not been good for the matchups we've played against. I mean, I guess we can, like, bring in Magma Spray and a Braid, and that's basically it. We have not had sideboard cards for essentially any of the matchups we've played, which has been pretty bad. And it is going to be hard to kill our opponent through their deck. It's going to be super hard. I guess we just go down Spell Pierces and run it like that. Oh boy, oh boy. Temur, a Valve. It does some sweet things, but good lord, it does some very unsweet things too. We've also just had some amazingly god-awful hands. Alright, let's see what our opener looks like. I mean, it's bad, but not the worst. Just normal bad. We have our one basic, and our opponent knows we have one basic, which means they can start ghost quartering us from turn 1. Actually, turn 2, when we have to play our basic. They don't know we have our basic in hand. Windswept Heath for our opponent, cracks it. Forest. And Noble Hierarch. Fetch land would probably be our best draw. Lightning Bolt that we can't cast. No, Vapor Snag, Noble Hierarch, play a Forest, play Nam Nam, get in for 2, and pass the turn. Windswept Heath for our opponent. Cracks it. Forest, Noble Hierarch, and more Noble Hierarchs. Another Bolt that we can't cast. Well, play Avatar the Resolute. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Down to 11. Not that it actually means much, because our opponent gains infinite life, so their life total is not really 11. It's probably actually like 35 or something, based on how last game went. Opponent has a path. Unfortunately, we only have one basic, so not helpful. There's a Ghost Quarter. Oh, God. Eternal Witness to get back the path. And, yeah, that's game. That is the game on turn number 3 here. Unfortunately. Oh, the classic, fail to find one basic land. I wonder how this deck went 5-0. Like, what combination of things had to happen for this deck to win 5 matches in a row? Like, what matchup did they play 5 times in a row? I'm not sure what the matchup was, but it had to be one of those scenarios where they just hit the dream matchup 5 times in a row. Because we've just spent this game getting, I mean, there's some lands. We've just spent this match doing, I don't even know. It's hard to, it is, nothing? No, I don't even know if nothing's the right word. Like, another Ghost Quarter. Okay, so we're going to go down to 1 land here if our opponent desires. Knight of the Reliquary. That's pretty big. Yeah, I mean, I think we just scoop. There's not really any possible way in the history of Magic we can win this match. Or this game. Opponent gets in for 2. Like, if you think of our deck, like, what string of draws? If we had Marlin the Morn Song, so we got to tutor for our draw step every turn. See if you can construct a pile of things we could tutor for that would let us not just straight up lose from here. All right, and we're just going to concede. There's not really a reason to keep playing. We could bolt our opponent down to 5, but then there's just no way we can force through the last points of damage, and that does it for Temur Valve. That was brutal. That was really brutal. Thanks for watching the video. If you're subscribed, make sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications for all the latest videos. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you can find the next video right here.